Kuala Lumpur ground, Delta 437, request taxi to parking. Delta 437, taxi to parking. Kuala Lumpur ground, Cathay 3162 heavy, ready for pushback. Taxiing to parking, Delta 437. Delta 437, thank you. Cathay 3162 heavy, pushback approved. Expect runway 14 right. You're welcome, Delta 437. Pushback approved. Cathay 3162 heavy. Thank you, good day, All Nippon 1588. All Nippon 1588, you're welcome. Kuala Lumpur ground, Cathay 3162 heavy, ready to taxi to runway 14 right. Cathay 3162 heavy, taxi to runway 14 right, contact tower when ready. Taxiing to runway 14 right, Cathay 3162 heavy. Cathay 3162 heavy, you're in an active airspace. Please contact Kuala Lumpur Tower on 118.8. Thank you, Indonesia 87. Contacting Kuala Lumpur ground on 121.65, Singapore 7660 heavy. Cathay 3162 heavy, request frequency change. Cathay 3162 heavy, you were already instructed to change frequency. Kuala Lumpur ground, Singapore 7660 heavy, request taxi to parking. Singapore 7660 heavy, taxi to parking. Taxiing to parking, Singapore 7660 heavy. Singapore 7660 heavy, thank you. You're welcome. Singapore 7660 Heavy. Kuala Lumpur Tower, Cathay 3162 Heavy, ready for takeoff at runway 14 right, remaining in the pattern. Scooter 52, number 1, runway 14 right, cleared to land. Number 1, cleared to land, runway 14 right, Scooter 52. Coriner 406 Heavy, frequency change approved, good day. Frequency change approved Coriner 406 Heavy, good day. Cathay 3162 Heavy, hold short of runway 14 right. Holding short runway 14 right, Cathay 3162 Heavy. Cathay 3162 Heavy, runway 14 right, cleared for immediate takeoff, unable pattern work. Cleared for takeoff, runway 14 right, Cathay 3162 Heavy. Cathay 3162 Heavy, hold short of runway 14 right. Holding short runway 14 right, Cathay 3162 Heavy. Going around, Scooter 52. Kuala Lumpur Tower, Emirates 3489 is 10 nautical miles to the north at 2800 feet, inbound for landing, requesting runway 14 right. Scooter 52, roger, make right traffic runway 14 right. Roger, Scooter 52. Emirates 3489, maintain slowest practical speed. Maintain slowest practical speed, Emirates 3489. Kuala Lumpur Tower, Cathay 3162 Heavy, ready for takeoff at runway 14 right, departing south. Cathay 3162 Heavy, runway 14 right, cleared for immediate takeoff. Cleared for takeoff, runway 14 right, Cathay 3162 Heavy. Scooter 52, I'm sorry. Scooter 52, I'm sorry. Thank you, good day, Cathay 3162 Heavy. Cathay 3162 Heavy, frequency change approved, good day. Frequency change approved Cathay 3162 Heavy, good day. Thank you, Indonesia 87. Emirates 3489, is on final runway 14 right, full stop. Emirates 3489, roger. Indonesia 87, hold short of runway 14 right. Scooter 52, is on left downwind runway 15, full stop. Holding short runway 14 right, Indonesia 87. Scooter 52, roger. Holding short runway 14 right. Indonesia 87. Indonesia 87. Line up and wait runway 14 right. Kuala Lumpur Tower. Quebec Foxtrot 0098. Inbound on the ILS. Runway 15. Kuala Lumpur Tower. Scooter 52 is 4 nautical miles to the northwest at 2,200 feet. Inbound for landing. Requesting runway 14 right. Line up and wait runway 14 right. Indonesia 87. Kuala Lumpur Tower. Scooter 52 is 3 nautical miles to the northwest at 1,700 feet. Inbound for landing. Requesting runway 14 right. Indonesia 87. Runway 14 right. Cleared for takeoff. Indonesia 87. Runway 14 right. Cleared for takeoff. Cleared for takeoff. Runway 14 right. Indonesia 87. Emirates 3489. Request frequency change. Scooter 52. Number 1. Runway 14 right. Clear to land. Number 1. Clear to land. Runway 14 right. Scooter 52. Cleared for takeoff. Runway 14 right. Indonesia 87. Emirates 3489. Contact Kuala Lumpur Unicom on 122.8. Contacting Kuala Lumpur Unicom on 122.8. Emirates 3489. Kuala Lumpur Tower. November 280 Golf Alpha. Ready for takeoff at runway 14 right. Departing south. November 280 Golf Alpha. Hold short of runway 14 right. Holding short runway 14 right. November 280 Golf Alpha. Quebec Foxtrot 0098 is on final runway 15. Quebec Foxtrot 0098. Roger. Quebec Foxtrot 0098. Number 1. Runway 15. Clear to land. Number 1. Clear to land. Runway 15. Quebec Foxtrot 0098. November 280 Golf Alpha. Line up and wait runway 14 right. Line up and wait runway 14 right. November 280 Golf Alpha. Scooter 52. Request frequency change. Scooter 52. Request frequency change. Scooter 52. Contact Kuala Lumpur Unicom on 122.8. Contacting Kuala Lumpur Unicom on 122.8. Scooter 52. November 280 Golf Alpha. Runway 14 right. Cleared for takeoff. Cleared for takeoff. Runway 14 right. November 280 Golf Alpha. Cathay 3162 Heavy is 6 nautical miles east of Malacca at 22,400 feet. Requesting flight following to Singapore Changi. Cathay 3162 Heavy. Proceed on course to Singapore Changi. Proceed on course. Cathay 3162 Heavy. Kuala Lumpur departure, Indonesia 87, with you. Indonesia 87, Roger. Indonesia 87, Roger. Indonesia 87, requesting climb to flight level 250. Contacting Singapore Changi Unicom on 122.8, November 280 Golf Alpha. Indonesia 87 is 14 nautical miles west of Malacca at 23,900 feet, requesting radar vectors to Singapore Changi. Indonesia 87, expect vectors to Singapore Changi. Roger, Indonesia 87. Thank you, Indonesia 87. India November Delta 8700 Heavy, request frequency change. India November Delta 8700 Heavy, frequency change approved. Good day. Frequency change approved. India November Delta 8700 Heavy, good day. Indonesia 87, requesting climb to flight level 250. Shamrock 1129, you're in an active airspace. Please contact Kuala Lumpur departure on 122.7. Kilo Echo 082 is 22 nautical miles west of Malacca at 21,400 feet. Requesting IELTS approach runway 14 right at Kuala Lumpur. Kilo Echo 082 is 23 nautical miles west of Malacca at 21,300 feet. Requesting IELTS approach runway 14 left at Kuala Lumpur. Contacting Kuala Lumpur departure on 122.7. Shamrock 1129. Shamrock 1129 is 5 nautical miles southeast of Kuala Lumpur at 6,000 feet. Requesting flight following to Singapore Changi. Shamrock 1129. Proceed on course to Singapore Changi. Shamrock 1129. Proceed on course to Singapore Changi. Proceed on course. Shamrock 1129. Singapore 726 Heavy is 17 nautical miles southwest of Kuala Lumpur at 13,900 feet. Requesting IELTS approach runway 15 at Kuala Lumpur. Singapore 726 Heavy, maintain 10,000 until established on the localizer. Cleared IELTS runway 15 approach. Maintain current altitude until established on the localizer. Cleared IELTS runway 15. Singapore 726 Heavy. India Delta 202 Super, requesting descent to 9,000. India Delta 202 Super, requesting descent to 9,000. Singapore Changi Tower, Cathay 3162 Heavy is 21 nautical miles to the west at 22,500 feet. Inbound for landing, requesting runway 20 right. Singapore Changi Tower, November 660 Sierra Golf is 20 nautical miles to the north at 10,100 feet. Inbound for landing. Cathay 3162 Heavy, enter right base runway 20 right. Enter right base runway 20 right. Cathay 3162 Heavy. November 660 Sierra Golf, enter straight in runway 20 center. Singapore 1406, runway 20 center, cleared for takeoff. Cleared for takeoff, runway 20 center, Singapore 1406. November 461 Bravo India, line up and wait runway 20 center. Speedbird 50, you're in an active airspace. Please contact Singapore Changi Tower on 118.6. Line up and wait runway 20 center, November 461 Bravo India. Singapore Changi Tower, Coriner 406 Heavy is 7 nautical miles to the south at 14,400 feet. inbound for landing, requesting runway 20 right. Singapore Changi Tower, Corridor 406 Heavy is 7 nautical miles to the south at 14,200 feet, inbound for landing, requesting runway 20 center. Corridor 406 Heavy, enter straight in runway 20 center. Singapore Changi Tower, November 461 Bravo India, ready for takeoff at runway 20 center, departing straight out. Enter straight in runway 20 center, Corridor 406 Heavy. American 318 Heavy, number 1, runway 20 right, cleared to land. Number 1, cleared to land, runway 20 right, American 318 Heavy. American 318 Heavy, maintain best forward speed. November 461 Bravo India, avoid sending duplicate messages. Singapore 1406, requesting departure to the west. Maintain best forward speed, American 318 Heavy. Singapore 1406, departure to the west is approved. November 461 Bravo India, runway 20 center, cleared for takeoff. Cleared for takeoff. Runway 20 center, November 461 Bravo India. November 461 Bravo India, frequency change approved. Good day. Frequency change approved. November 461 Bravo India, good day. November 510 Oscar Sierra, maintain slowest practical speed. Singapore Changi Tower, Singapore 257 Heavy, ready for takeoff at runway 20 center, departing straight out. Cathay 3162 Heavy, maintain best forward speed. Maintain slowest practical speed. November 510 Oscar Sierra, maintain best forward speed. Cathay 3162 Heavy. Singapore 257 Heavy, hold short of runway 20 center. Holding short runway 20 center, Singapore 257 Heavy. November 510 Oscar Sierra, maintain slowest practical speed. Singapore Changi Tower, Singapore 257 Heavy, ready for takeoff at runway 20 center, departing straight out. Singapore Changi Tower, Thai 904 Super, ready for takeoff at runway 20 right, remaining in the pattern. Maintain slowest practical speed. November 510 Oscar Sierra. Singapore 257 Heavy, avoid sending duplicate messages. Singapore 257 Heavy, line up and wait runway 20 center. Line up and wait runway 20 center, Singapore 257 Heavy. Singapore 257 Heavy, runway 20 center, cleared for takeoff. Cleared for takeoff, runway 20 center, Singapore 257 Heavy. Thai 904 Super, line up and wait runway 20 right. Coriner 406 Heavy, number 1, runway 20 center, cleared to land. Number 1, cleared to land, runway 20 center, Coriner 406 Heavy. Line up and wait runway 20 right, Thai 904 Super. November 510 Oscar Sierra, number 1, runway 20 right, cleared to land. Thai 904 Super, runway 20 right, cleared for immediate takeoff, make right traffic. Number 1, cleared to land, runway 20 right, November 510 Oscar Sierra, cleared for takeoff, runway 20 right, Thai 904 Super. Indonesia 87, you're in an active airspace. Please contact Singapore Changi Tower on 118.6. Cathay 3162 Heavy, turn base. Turning base, Cathay 3162 Heavy. Royal Air Merrick 813 Super, you're in an active airspace. Please contact Singapore Changi Tower on 118.6. Thai 904 Super, runway 20 right, cleared for immediate takeoff, make right traffic. Cleared for takeoff, runway 20 right, Thai 904 Super. Singapore Changi Tower, Royal Air Merrick 813 Super is 12 nautical miles to the north at 9,900 feet, inbound for landing, requesting runway 20 right. Cathay 3162 Heavy, number 2, traffic to follow is on final. Number 2, behind the traffic on final, Cathay 3162 Heavy. Royal Air Merrick 813 Super make a left 360 for spacing. Singapore Changi Tower, Coriner 406 Heavy is 7 nautical miles to the northeast at 2,600 feet, inbound for landing. Coriner 406 Heavy, is on final runway 20 center. Cathay 3162 Heavy, number 2, runway 20 right, cleared to land. Number 2, cleared to land, runway 20 right, Cathay 3162 Heavy. Coriner 406 Heavy, you're already cleared to land, avoid unnecessary reports. Indonesia 87, you're in an active airspace, please contact Singapore Changi Tower on 118.6. Singapore Changi Tower, Indonesia 87, inbound on the ILS, runway 20 center. Indonesia 87, enter straight in runway 20 center, number 2, traffic to follow is on final. Enter straight in, runway 20 center, behind the traffic on final, Indonesia 87. Thank you, Indonesia 87. Indonesia 87, you're in an active airspace, please contact Singapore Changi Tower on 118.6. Stand by, Indonesia 87. Singapore Changi Unicum, November 933 Echo Yankee, taxiing to runway 20 right. Singapore Changi Unicum, Indonesia 87 is on final, runway 20 center. Singapore Changi Unicum, November 838 Echo Sierra, taxiing to runway 20 right. Singapore Changi Unicum, Indonesia 87 is 7 nautical miles to the northeast at 2,500 feet, inbound for landing, will make straight in for runway 20 center. Singapore Changi Unicum, Cathay 3162 Heavy is on final, runway 20 right. Cathay 3162 Heavy, is on final runway 20 right, full stop. Cathay 3162 Heavy, Roger. Indonesia 87, is on final runway 20 center, full stop. Cathay 3162 Heavy, number 1, runway 20 right, cleared to land. Number 1, cleared to land, runway 20 right, Cathay 3162 Heavy. Indonesia 87, number 1, runway 20 center, cleared to land. Number 1, cleared to land, runway 20 center, Indonesia 87. Indonesia 87, when able turn right, contact ground on the taxiway. Thank you, good day, Coriner 406 Heavy. Wilco, Indonesia 87. Cathay 3162 Heavy, when able turn left and contact ground, please expedite. Wilco, Cathay 3162 Heavy. November 838 Echo Sierra, runway 20 right, cleared for takeoff. Singapore Changi Tower, November 838 Echo Sierra, ready for takeoff at runway 20 right, departing north. Cleared for takeoff, runway 20 right, November 838 Echo Sierra. Singapore Changi Tower, Shamrock 1129 is 20 nautical miles to the northwest at 9,000 feet, inbound for landing. Thank you. Good day. Cathay 3162 Heavy. Cathay 3162 Heavy, frequency change approved. Good day. Frequency change approved. Cathay 3162 Heavy, good day.